and father are back together, made some new friends, got this fancy painting. Easy. All is well in the underworld.
Yeah, I think his right eye is his dad's eye. His left eye is his mom's. Pretty cool design.
I can't entirely get used to seeing us together like this.
Guess I finished this game. Ogre. This is where the queen gets rammed in the ass.
How goes it? Ah, now this is something, lad. I'd hate to think that you've returned to bring me this just for my sake. Though I'm grateful, really.
You've always been there for me, Achilles. Even when father pushed me away. This is nothing. I don't think I can ever repay you.
Oh, the mom is here. I'll talk to this
The
guy
Queen
first.
is back. You did it, lad. You must have lots of catching up to do. Or patching up. And I'm to understand that your escape attempts, they are officially approved, isn't that so?
That's so indeed, sir. Especially for now, at least. I'm going to keep on fighting to the surface. Helps me to vent a bit, and like Hypno says, it makes the underworld a better place. Though indirectly, I suppose.
Well, then I look forward to working with you in a more formal capacity. And it is my sincerest hope that you, your mother, and your father learn to get on better with each other now.
Thank you. It's mine as well.
I can give her ambrosia?
Mother, was it always custom in Father's house to secretly give nectar to those you care about? I guess it also could have been a thing on Olympus. Look, I wanted you to have this. I'm so glad I found you.
Oh, Zagreus, you're so thoughtful, truly. Your father never permitted nectar out in the open, so I'd practically forgotten its savor. Though, just a moment. I have something for you, too.
Oh, Mother, thank you. How has it been for you so far, Mother? Reacclimating to all this? You said before it was a struggle. Must be very strange being back. Being in darkness all the time.
You know, I think it's gone all right so far. Thank you for asking, son. Everyone has been quite welcoming. The darkness is a pleasant change of pace. And while the stress can be a little difficult to move in, I quite like it.
That's good to hear. I have to admit I was a little worried you'd be desperate to return to your cottage by now. This place can be a little much.
I'm sure it can. And I do miss my little cottage here and there, but I think I'm through running away. There may be times when it is necessary, of course. But no matter how far you run, it doesn't make your problems go away. You taught me that, you know?
I did, but I tried desperately to run away myself. Oh.
Indeed.
You hung the painting where I asked.
Yes, greetings, Father. So, I can just head on out there again whenever I want. Don't need to stick to any rigid schedule.
Your unpredictability is one of your assets. All defenses must always be on guard. So
It makes
yes,
every single part
go
of the
about your
game
business as
lore
you best
friendly.
see fit.
The respawn, the escaping, the loop.
The Olympians are going to keep helping me, thinking I'm trying
It's pretty
to
funny. I like the
to
efforts.
them. We can't keep this up with them forever, you know.
I do. Your mother, the Queen, is working on that.
This nectar not fancy enough for you, boy, is that it? You've developed quite the delicate palate at your distinguished age.
Though having little appetite remaining for the lightness of nectar's flavor, the multi-headed monster of the underworld nevertheless accepts.
Well, look at you, boy. Never seen you quite so perky, relatively speaking, of course. Big, tough guy like yourself. You must have missed Mother just as much as she missed you. Well, you've got plenty of time for catching up on things now.
Yeah, it's amazing to see devs who care about their game.
The monstrous triple-headed beast of Hades would perhaps be overcome with pure emotion by the joyous
A lot of games, they
circumstances.
just kind of work the
Were he only
hours, and that's it.
capable of this.
How dare you, sir? Dusa, you must work harder than anyone in this house, keeping everything so neat and orderly. I don't think it should be thankless work, so thank you. And I'd like for you to have this.
Oh, Prince, wow, thank you. Thanks so much. You've been so generous. I think I'm speechless. No, can't think of anything to say right now.
Oh, you said it all. Don't mean to put you on the spot or anything. I'm just glad we've had a chance to get to know each other.
I'm glad we've had a chance to know each other too. Thanks for the nectar. I can tell it's really, really good. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, did you see? The Queen's come back. Though did she ever take her sweet time?
Hey, watch it, Hypnos. That's my mother you're talking about.
The Queen's solution is that you keep doing the runs to fight your dad at the top. So they think Zagreus is trying to escape to the other gods rather than meeting his mother.
What, really?
That was like the whole plan,
So
I
then
think.
your mom doesn't spend any time with you either. We've got something in common.
We don't.
Jesus.
Say, Orpheus, I heard what must have been a song of yours. It went something something in the blood. You know that one? It was amazing, mate.
At some point, Kratos comes here
I mean, it was a favorite
and kills the shit out of everyone.
Listen to the music I created with my muse. It was a most productive time back when we were alive.
Would you ever sing it again?
I shall give it some thought, I think.
Persephone, the queen. She has returned. I scarce believe it, child. You have brought her back. To all of us.
I scarce believe it too. What happens now? Pick up the pieces and begin again.
Together, let us find out.
Sounds good.
Just so I understand. Breaking through everything in your path, taking resources from your father's realm, trying to get through me. All officially part of the job description.
I guess that's right. But before you ask, I'm not doing it for him.
I didn't think you'd have it in you to leave this place for good. But I didn't think you'd take responsibility for anything either. Anyway, we'll just have to kill each other more officially, I guess.
Each other, huh? I don't even remember the last time I lost to this boss.
We'll make it official, all right. Look at what I caught, Chef. We're settled up.
Alright. I think that's the end of Hades for me. It's pretty nice. I think I paid like 25 euros for this game. I got... how many hours out of it? 45 hours out of it. Yeah, that's worth. Easy 8 out of 10. Pretty good game. I think I'll play Dota until Black is on, if he's even on now. Let's see. Pretty nice though. I like how much effort they put into the ending. None of this existed in early access. Let's see. I have to AFK a bit though, a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Where is Black today? Fuck? It's completely gone. Did this other PC die too? Let me see where he is first. Cyberpunk VOD. I could check that one out too. Ugh. Let me get out of this. I think I have to put it on the special events. I think it's Cyberpunk Night City Wire episode 3? That's the one, right? This. Yeah, I missed this last night. Only 2 minutes long.
Hello and welcome to Night City Wire episode 3, the show from us at CD Projekt Red where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. In today's episode, we're going to start by taking you on a tour of Night City in a new gameplay video and have a chat with senior level designer Miles. Then we're going to introduce you to the gangs of Night City in another new gameplay video and have a chat with Matayush from our quest team. Then before we finish today's episode, we're going to give you a look at some of the incredible finalists in our PC case modding contest. And we have some information that PC players have been waiting to hear. So let's get started. It's time to take you on a tour of Night City.
Oh my god, Juanita here. Today's news is Nova
What the
Max.
fuck is this?
New to Night City? It's not so bad here.
How we feeling today? Cause I feel amazing.
The food. The Thai on 7th and Haywood. The pierogies down by the docks.
Our home. Our pride. And as always, your business is my business.
And this is your World News Update.
I lost.
Endless possibilities and endless lies.
We are fucked, America.
In-game looks
And I don't know
a
how we're gonna
lot
fix
worse
it.
than what they
The
showed
homeless
before.
population in Night City has risen by 300.
This is also low FPS.
Crime in Night City is now double the rate than in the new United States.
You want to be some kind of hero.
That's a fight this city won't let you win.
On your own, you're fucked.
Fuck Keanu Reeves.
Well, on that note, that's it for today's Info Flash. Sleep tight, Night City. The grass ain't greener anywhere else.
Night City. What does it mean to you? How well do you know its history? Who was Richard Knight? How many stations are in the N-Cart system? Which city district boasts the best burrito in town? The answers to these questions and more can be found at the address at the bottom of your screen. Check it out and fall in love with Night City all over again.
She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger play.
The art style looks nice, but it doesn't look that sharp graphically. Yeah, it looks a little bit scuffed.
Well, since Night City is one of our stars of this episode, there is actually quite a lot to talk about. So let's start at the beginning. How did Night City come to be? Because yes, it exists in the world of the tabletop, but how do you take that and make what we've got now?
Well, yeah, as you can imagine, making a city that is as big and complex as Night City is quite the ambitious project. First off, we sat down and we were really considering what is it that we wanted to do with Night City. In a way, Night City is the star of Cyberpunk, right? It is one of its main characters. We wanted to make a city that is very, very believable, right? I mean, the word immersion gets thrown around a lot, but really, we wanted you to be able to dive into it and feel like this is a real place. And then secondly, we also wanted to provide enough variety between districts so that exploring Night City would always be fun, right? There's no point in making a city that is all same-ish, and you know, it doesn't really matter where you go,
Spider-Man game.
once you've been through one district, you feel like you've been through all of them. So for that, we first off started taking a look at the real-life geography that Night City is located on, and that would be on the coast of California. Knowing that Night City would be a coastal city gave us a bit of insight into what we would expect from the city layout. You'd expect the port, you'd expect huge industrial areas that would facilitate this kind of trade that you would assume a city of this type would have with the world. And then we went through and actually divided the city into several districts, 6 of them, and some of them are based on the original lore. We decided to give their own characteristics in terms of architecture, their demographics, the kind of people that would live there, and also the function within the city. Each of these districts in turn we divided into further sub-districts, which we further characterized using the more grand theme of the larger district. This process, I think, has resulted in a city that feels quite alive, has a lot of character, where each district feels like its own distinct zone without feeling separated from the larger picture. And that results in something that allows the player to easily navigate even the complex concrete jungles of Night City simply by looking around and always having a rough idea where you actually are.
But Night City is clearly so different from anything we've ever created with The Witcher. Can you give us some idea about, or some insight into just how
too
big,
far away
like
from her
how
mic.
densely packed Night City really is?
Yes, so I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying that Night City is easily the most complex thing that I or the others have worked on. The city is super organic, right? It's not like a chessboard layout, but the layout of the city is crazy, and you can tell that it grew in phases, right? Where buildings have been built on top of each other, and I guess the mega buildings that we have showcased are a great example of this. You'll actually see that they are located on some kind of pillar, you know, and then expand outside and then up high into the sky, and underneath it you'll have space for other buildings. This yields a lot of interesting experiences when it comes to exploration, and that's the one thing I'm most excited about for players to experience. We've been saying that our exploration is super vertical, right? But what this really means is that it changes the way you explore the city. Compared to our previous games, you won't be able to easily set out on a target in the distance, right? You won't be able to say, oh, there's a castle on a hill over there, I'll try to get there, and then you'll be lost on the way. But here it's much more intimate, much more moment to moment. You might be roaming the cities and get a call by your fixer who informs you about a job nearby that you might be able to do, right? Or you find an alleyway and you walk down one of the many, many alleyways that the city has to offer, and it's always a surprise. You don't know if you might stumble upon some gangers hanging out that are up to no good. Sometimes, and these are the moments that I often get surprised with, you'd even stumble upon the odd elevator that is meant to connect parts of the, different layers of the city. And it's quite astonishing sometimes to see where you come out when you enter one of these and, find that, oh, this is actually how it connects to the world. That's crazy. And now
the way he described it,
there's a shortcut that I can take.
It's the fucking Witcher 3.
This all serves
where you do one side quest, and then you have 2 more side quests, and then you have 4, and then you have 8. Well, you're still doing the first one.
I mean, you guys have really brought Night City to life, and I really want to make a point of that. It is a living, breathing city. So as a level designer, can you give us some insight into those little touches that you guys have made? Because I hear you guys have even been placing rubbish by hand.
Oh yes, we've been placing quite a bit of rubbish, and that's certainly one of the more glorious parts of being a level designer or an environment artist, where you get to litter the streets that you've spent time building with the garbage. But it's details such as this that we find really important to make the city feel alive, and also we take great pride in the process of making this, right? We have a lot of fun actually placing a lot of what we call mini stories, right? These are little encounters that you can find when you simply walk along the streets. Of course, we have huge quests, right? Side quests, we have lots of side activities.
Imagine delaying a game just to carefully place rubbish.
Just kind of stop down for a minute and take a look at your surroundings that we have so lovingly created, and try to see if there maybe isn't something that you can be a little detective for. Now, one other thing that I think is really, really cool is also the fact that we have actually named every single street in the city.
Watching a video on Side Quest
So
2020?
not only will NPCs be able
Yes,
to
we are.
communicate their
Take a journey over
locations or
28.
the locations they want you to visit by sort of
Want a more
referring
pancake
to
for
the
250?
street names, but also you will be able to talk to your friends about it in that way, right? Have you been to Poplar Street in Japantown, for example? And I think this is a small detail, but the philosophy that we have with these kind of things is that, many, many small things contribute to the sum of it, which is hopefully then you being able to explore a city that you feel is truly alive and that you haven't been experiencing before.
Well, Miles, thank you so much for giving us your insight. I suppose when the game launches, you could be an official Night City tour guide instead, right?
I might be, yeah. If this game dev thing doesn't work out for me,
Personal
I
opinion, but I'm hyped for this just because I love the cyberpunk style, and setting the
Don't
game
forget
could
that
be
if you
below
are
average. I
tuning in
want
late,
to
or
just
if you
want to
just
see
want
some
to watch
cyberpunky
anything
stuff.
again, we will be uploading everything
Is that
to
all?
our channels
No,
soon.
it's halfway.
Now, from the
Like Little Jim
Sixth
Little
Street
34?
to the Valentinos, it's time to introduce you to the gangs of Night City.
What I'm expecting from this game is that it's going to be a Skyrim type game, but much more compact in content and higher quality overall, like every bit of it. If it meets those expectations, I'm happy.
You know how things work in Night City? The stronger survive, but that's how things stand. You're either somebody, or you fizzle out into nothing.
Den Sea ain't a city that lets you get by without buddies.
Be very careful, my friend. We are all so far from home.
Which gang's the city's biggest and baddest, according to the NCPD?
Scavs hold the body count title. Or Maelstrom, depending on
Oh,
the
the
season.
gunfights don't look good, man.
One time, a Maelstrom
That's also one thing I've noticed.
in front of my eyes for shits and giggles.
Every video of the gameplay, it doesn't look good
fuck are you to
when
say
they
what
fight.
can and can't be? I'm gonna
Like, look at this. It does not look good.
About time we had some fun! Think Maelstrom never forgets? Never!
There's always something about RPG mechanics being tied to FPS games.
The Valentinos.
Because you get like
Follow
these
God and the Santa Madre. Honor
bullet
means
sponge
something.
type enemies.
How'd you meet Jackie?
We started out together.
In the Valentinos?
No, in the fucking Bible book club. I gotta give style.
Like, look at
to the
this.
Valentinos. They have a punishment.
So unimmersive when you blow like a whole clip in someone's face and you just walk forward.
Quick shout out to everyone in Haywood and Santo Domingo. Lately, the Valentinos and 6th Street have had a bigger bone to pick.
6th Street. Why'd they want to wipe you?
I can't fucking stand Tinos.
I've dealt with 6th Street before. We do the run, they'll transfer the cred.
Come on, let's go before 6th Street shows up.
Shot! Any more Second Amendment fans in the house, huh?
Hate those bastards. Vomit lofty patriotic bullshit all day. Time to bring on the future.
Any idea how many attacks from behind the Black Wall we neutralized? If the Voodoo Boys breach the Black Wall, we'll all be fucked.
Voodoo Boys. Urban myth, I thought. Just net runners spooking each other. No such gang.
You know, I heard a few things about you. The Voodoo Boys, best runners in town.
You do not steal
from the Voodoo Boys.
I see you, always.
You do not steal from the Voodoo
Boys.
Boys.
Haiti 2.0, their own island, cut off from the rest of the city.
This is our turf, our home. Until
You play as him?
the animals crawled in.
Animals are the
Animals.
craziest fucking gang in the city.
Ah! Okay, at least the melee looks nice. The gunfights look so bad.
Someone else needed them.
I fucked you over, you fucked the gang over. Somewhere at the start of the story, somebody fucked the corp. See how this works now?
When you just see a gunfight and you have like 8 people shooting at you and you're shooting back, you just know it's just a matter of stats and nothing else.
Sold 6 and black market.
Like that. Oh, that looks so bad, man.
They run this place.
Know what else they do well? Break the knees of people who ask questions.
I gotta do something. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going melee. For melee.
Come on, baby. Tiger Claws killed one girl too many, so people took matters into their own hands.
Folk went ballistic. Girls, pimps, outcasts, the whole freak show. It's how the Mox got started.
What the fuck?
Us Moxes have each other's back. We look out for one another. You looking for some company tonight?
How'd you hook up with the Mox?
I thought Susie and the gang could really change something in this city.
Moxes and nomads don't seem so different. Both seem to yammer a lot about community, solidarity. Tell me about the Badlands. Not much going on out here, huh?
Au contraire. This is an ecosystem. Nomads, Raft and Shiv, corporations, and drifters, they form a complete whole. Remove one part, the delicate balance topples.
Here in the Aldecaldos, it all stays in the family.
Classic dilemma. What comes first? Family or the outside
All
world?
stays in the family.
This family will go to hell and back.
Everyone in this city lives in their own bubble, and either you fly high or sink into quicksand.
You're not done.
Mateusz, thank you so much for joining us. I have personally been really excited to give people a closer look at the gangs. We've shown a little bit on Twitter, but their styles are so distinct.
Yes, I enjoyed them a lot as well in our game. I think they're very cool.
But let's start then with the kind of role that they play, because gangs really do play a prominent role in Night City, correct?
Yes, definitely. The gangs, they rule the streets of Night City. You know, they have the newest cyberware, they have the newest weaponry, and they are really a power that everyone needs to take into account when they are thinking of operating in Night City. You will encounter them as you explore the city, of course, but also as you complete main quests, side quests, different jobs for the fixers. Sometimes you might even get hired by them.
But then, I suppose everybody's thinking then, can you join a gang?
Well, V is a merc, and mercs of Night City are this unique, distinct group that stick mostly to themselves, right? And they get jobs from a variety of factions. They can get jobs from corporations, they can get jobs from gangs, they can get jobs from different kind of like influential clients.
What the fuck?
Because of this, nobody will ever trust a merc to be one of them, right? And the gangs are no exception here. They are looking only for like people that they know will be loyal to them, right? And that they will fight for their cause all of the time, not just some of the times when it's profitable to them. So because of this, V will mostly stick to the Afterlife. And the Afterlife are this group of mercs, this legendary group of mercenaries in Night City. They get the best jobs, they get the most money, the best clients, and so on. So if you want to become a legend in Night City, you are going to the Afterlife.
So we've obviously mentioned distinct style then. So does that mean there are kind of special gang-themed weapons and items and clothing for players to find and use?
Yes, definitely. There are different vehicles that you can drive, for example. There are cars, there are motorbikes. Then, of course, there are different pieces of clothing themed after gangs.
What the fuck?
There are weapons and so on. So yeah,
Yep.
definitely there are things to look forward to.
I suppose as somebody who's spent as much time as you have kind of getting to know the gangs, I have to ask, which is your favorite and why?
So I would have to say probably Maelstrom, simply because they have this unique, distinct feel and this weird aesthetic about them. So the idea about Maelstrom is they are people who want to cross the boundary between the machine and human, right? They are changing so much of their body with cyberware that they no longer look human, really. On top of that, they are also very unpredictable. It's very difficult to say what they will do at any point when you meet them. At one moment, they can be shaking hands with you, and at the other moment, you know, they will pull gun out on you, and they bring in this element of chaos into the game, which I really enjoy personally.
Oh, Matty, thank you so much for joining us. It's always interesting to learn what your favorite gang is. I think it kind of tells me a little bit about you.
Oh, does it? What does it say about me?
Well, we'll talk about that later. But for now, before we wrap up today's episode, we asked people to show us their creativity and design a PC case mod, cyberpunk style. Our panel of judges selected 5 finalists, and we teamed them up with professional case modders to bring their concept to reality.
Is that all?
These 5 amazing designs will be fighting for the main prize, an Alienware Aurora PC.
I guess that's it. Yeah. Okay. Wasn't as interesting as I hoped it would be. Thank you, Choi, for the 21. Oh, Black actually says he's mostly busy this weekend. He can play on Monday. Oh, that's really busy. Thank you, Chanto Weebus, for the prime. What to play then, though? Kinda don't want to play Horizon Zero Dawn right now. And I finished off Hades too. Imagine life catching up. Yeah, I can imagine what Black does on the weekend. He says he never goes out, so it's like, Can sister or be Not right now, I think. Sure. Ah, fuck it. I'll play it now. Why not? Download it real quick. I'm not really feeling the Dota gameplay today either. Installing 3 gigs. I'll be playing Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out. I have to get a PS5 first though. They stopped doing pre-orders here because they're completely sold out. Take a softboard deck for the tier 1. I didn't pre-order it, no. But I'll see. They'll probably up the production before Christmas. They usually do. Otherwise, I might actually have to buy one from a scalper, yeah. Fuck, man. Fueling that industry. I probably won't. I'll see. I'll see how it goes. Oh fuck, this game messed up my resolution. What the fuck is this?
Hey, Red. We're not gonna get away with this, are we?
Settings. There we go. Fuck, that's borders. Ah. Thank you, MMORGO for 18. Is it a controller game or mouse and keyboards?
Pull.
Guess I'll start with controller.
There. Together again. Sort of. Yikes.
Oh, dash.
That
Yikes.
was already. They want you back, I bet. Well, so do I. Born again.
Thank you, softball egg. With the free dudes.
Nice. Okay, let's go. Unmarked alley. East of the bay. I think I know where we are.
2013, huh? Long ass time, man. Need to lower the sound to a bit.
More of these creeps. Look, don't fret, just...
What the fuck is this?
Right. Ready. Whoa, hey.
Kinda like Fallout Vods, huh?
We're clear. Hey, up there. Hello, world. Look at all that. We're on the edge of town, 100 blocks away.
Cool art style in this.
There's the empty set. Still too close to it. We better get as far from there as possible. Come on. Block party up ahead. Here we go. Get out of here. We're good.
Thanks for the memories. Man was heartbroken when I saw her retirement interview from Proto to
Thank you for another 20, dude. That's been a while ago.
Hi. You okay?
I made that choice
I see.
with quite a lot of thought behind it. Never regretted it though.
We can use her. She says hello. Her name's Lillian. Intersection. Let's see. Hey, end of the plaza. It's you. Not letting us go. I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. But we took something of theirs. Hey, let's just go. Damn. You're great here to see.
What the fuck? Oh, almost got him. How the fuck does it work? Oh, I didn't hit him from behind.
You're up.
Does that even indicate where it goes? Or is it just like a random indicator? Oh, it kinda is, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. What's... Oh, I pressed the wrong button! Ah, fuck, shit!
She tried to trick us. Finally. Oh. Gross.
What a weird type of gameplay. Oh, what the fuck? It's very strange.
Okay. Side street.
Thank you for another 20, dudes.
I think I know a place we can get
Another
a ride.
40, actually. Like living in Singapore is treating you well.
God said
Thank
to
you very much,
Abraham,
dude.
You will kill your son Isaac.
This
And
didn't used to
Abraham
be
said, I can't
Thank you,
hear
UMP
he'll
for the
have to
11.
Speak into the microphone. And God said, I'm sorry, is this better? Check, check, check. Jerry pulled the high and doubt him still getting some hiss.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Mr. Moyle. You in there? It's him, alright. I can barely hear him.
I don't know what I just listened to. It's kind of weird, man.
Cut off our escape. Come on then, tough. Ow.
It's really weird gameplay. Oh, oops.
Also Rainbow's Time.
Relax, dude. That guy doesn't really matter so much.
Back where they belong. Hey.
Level up. What am I looking at right now? Chaining active deflecting bounce. Does it upgrade skills?
Glad to see you playing this game. Can I get a happy birthday, Master?
Happy birthday, Ice Emblem. Thank you for the 5, dudes. It's pretty cool so far. It's a new skill.
Okay, you're in.
No, it upgrades a skill. Very confusing UI.
Good.
Don't like it so much.
Just one more block. I want to show you something.
I'm an artist.
Okay,
I'm
there's
a performance
Thank
artist.
you for the 5 sub-gifts, Ice Emblem. This game is supposed to be pretty short, right? Retaliation mode.
Now.
Such weird gameplay. It really is.
Let's go. Here he comes.
Oh my god. That dash does not feel nice to use.
They're gone, but so is this whole block. Yeah, good call. That's our way out. Okay, East 64 on ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift.
The gameplay is weird. It's like a weird mix between real time and then turn-based.
We turn left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there. You met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those
Oh, that's the sword speaking.
pieces of trash. Look, whatever you're thinking, do me a favor. Don't let me go. Poor bike. Just 10 more blocks to the set. The heat is here. Stronger than the last ones.
But you can also just play like this. But it seems to be much harder. Whoops. Oh, I see how they they improved the dash so much from between this and Hades.
Hit it.
Very recognizable.
They were waiting. Thought we made good time too.
I got full HP after every fight, though.
Fertile ground. Never seen Goldwalk cleared out.
These are saves, I guess? Yeah, the dashing does not feel good at this. It's slow and it's kinda crappy.
You still hear me?
Oh, you have to hit them from behind. What the fuck?
Just passing through.
I'm not a big fan of the gameplay already.
You got on the Camerata shortlist. More than just a name to them now. Get ready to get jumped. Or not. Let's not stick around. Got some kind of cheerleader this time.
Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong input because it shows X on the fucking thing, but it's square. What the fuck?
Okay, it's on. Now to mop up. I guess we're done here. What do you see?
I think I'm dropping this. I really don't like the gameplay. It's hard to go past, man. Like, Jesus. I was warned about it too. About the gameplay being a hit or a miss for people. Refund. No play. It's hard also that I started it with Hades. And the gameplay in that game was top tier. I don't really have other things to play right now. Only Horizon Zero Dawn, but I don't want to play that. I think I'll call it for the day and do a longer stream tomorrow. I was planning on playing Conan, but Black is kinda busy today. Now I'll have a chat with Black. Black is in some kind of mess. Oh, anyway, thank you all for watching. I think tomorrow I'll do a longer stream. BPM. I'll check that game out. Bye bye. See you all later.